Welcome back to Capital Report. I'm Matt Swenson. This is State Representative Jerry Newton. Welcome back, Jerry.
Yes, nice to see you, Matt.
Well, I know that you folks have been working hard this session, just 6 weeks into the session, but a lot has been done already to put Minnesotans back to work, mainly a major bonding bill that seeks to build infrastructure and put nearly 20,000 Minnesotans back on the job.
Yes, and 20,000 Minnesotans, but in my district there's at least 3,000 to 4,000 unemployed residents of Coon Rapids and Andover. So I'm particularly concerned with them, and a lot of them, as you know, are blue-collar workers, they're construction workers, and they've been sitting on the bench, you know, for some of them for as much as 2 years that they haven't been employed. So I'm primarily concerned with getting them back to work, but I also want to make sure that we get them back to work on projects that help our community. And in the bonding bill, I had two projects at Anoka Ramsey Community College. One was to finish off the arts building, the renovation of the arts building. We have issues there with being able to get exhaust out of the building and that sort of thing. And that was about a $5 million budget item. The other was a $16 million budget item that I was particularly excited about because it had to do with a new bioscience building. And as you know, with jobs being the way they are, we look to the future and we know that bioscience is sort of the wave of the future, and that's where a lot of jobs are going to be. And so we thought, well, we get this building up that'll put, you know, at least 400 people back to work on those two projects for at least a year. And in the meantime, we're going to be out hiring teachers. We'll have new staff in the buildings and, you know, adding another 25 to 30 permanent jobs there, but also giving our students a place to go to study bioscience. And I've worked with the school district, Anoka Hennepin as well, to look at possibly having one of our schools, high schools, as a magnet school for bioscience and just have that sort of natural flow so that they can move from high school right into the community college. Neither one of those projects were approved. And we've talked often about the Coon Rapids Dam. We had another meeting last week, Thursday or Friday of last week, with all of the interested parties, the four cities that are involved, the two counties, people from Bass Fishing Consortium. And as you know, first of all, the dam is being damaged or potentially could come apart. We have a little time to work on that, but not much. And so we had money in the bill for a barrier that would put a steel barrier between the dam and where this damage is occurring so that we don't have the washout of the dam. That was not approved. We started off with $8 million, it went down to $2,750,000, and the governor line item vetoed that as well. So we're concerned, and as I think I've mentioned before, I'm working with Senator Franken's office to see if we can get the funding for that dam, and at the same time look at reestablishing hydroelectric power there. The other project that we had, as you know, we're trying to get we've got North Star Corridor up and running. It's very successful, exceeding all expectations. And we're trying to get the same thing with a line that goes from Duluth to Minneapolis that'll have a stop in Coon Rapids at the Coon Rapids Foley Park and Ride. And we wanted to build a station there. The amount in the budget was not huge. It was something in the order of $1 million. But for all of these projects with rail, there's federal funds that are captured with this. So it's basically every dollar we spend, there's $3 or $4 of federal funds that are captured. And we wanted to get that project up and moving, but the governor vetoed that as well.
So the governor then vetoed every project that would have had a positive impact on Coon Rapids.
Yeah. And you know, what really bothers me about that is that in his bill that he signed, he's got volleyball courts, he's got projects that benefit only single communities after saying that he wouldn't look at them. A project for the zoo. You know, everyone likes the zoo, but I think that the colleges are much more important right now than the zoo. So to say I'm bothered is to putting it very mildly.
Okay. Well, good news though that most of the bill was signed into law. Many people getting back to work, and it wouldn't have happened if you folks hadn't gotten to work on the bill so early.
Yes, yeah, and we started, you know, a couple weeks, almost 3 weeks before session started. A lot of people don't realize that we're not off for all that time. We were working on the bills in each department, education, transportation, every one of those divisions were working on their part of the bonding bill and putting it together and giving information to our bonding committee as to which projects we wanted. And then they, in turn, met with the Senate and worked on coming up with a comprehensive package that, you know, at least initially we were happy with. We all didn't get what we wanted in that bill, but then to have projects cut that we were really counting on really hurts. And it hurts, you know, not me because I lost a project, but it hurts those people in my community that were waiting and hoping for a job.
Well, obviously the bonding bill was the first major step in this legislative session. A lot of work left to do here at the Capitol.
It's going to be busy.
Wish you luck, and thanks so much for being in the studio. We'll see you next time on Capitol Report.